Alright, y'all, so today I'm gonna do a video because people have been commenting, posting comments all over the page. My page finally going up. So this video for y'all, I appreciate the love. The 40,000 views in 2 days on just one of my videos. I posted one last night, it already got 10,000 views. So the page is obviously going up and we doing something right. But today I'm gonna just give y'all a quick rundown of the specs on what it took to get this car, how it looked, how long it took. So I'm just try to be brief, not talk too much or whatever the case is. So it's a 1988 Monte Carlo SS. It's 1988 Monte Carlo SS. Everything was there. My advice to anybody, if you trying to get in the old school game or whatever the case is, you know, I've had a few old schools, probably 4 or 5 of them, but whatever the case is, over time I've learned that you just need to save your money and buy a car that runs and that's all the way there. Figure out the rest of it after that, you know what I'm saying, under the hood, the frame, and all of that. Make sure you get you a car that has a good frame. We live in Minnesota where it's a lot of just land and it snows and cold and the weather or whatever. So whatever, buy the car all the way there. I paid $7,000 for the car in its original condition. It was black, original factory paint with the red stripes. Had a little bit of surface rust on the bottom of the doors. A little bit on the trunk, but other than that, everything was there. The front of the hood was lifted a little bit. They did the body work on it, and the back of the trunk right here was lifted, and they did the body work. They did the body work on that too. But other than that, we got it primed. We got it painted candy black. I got the stripes coming real soon. So we're gonna throw the stripes on there, but I'm gonna just wait for a minute because I do kind of like this black look. It's real wet and clean. I'm getting a whole lot of compliments on this car, just in person. Overall, I was getting a lot of compliments just driving an OG without the rims and the old original paint when it was just the factory condition. I was getting compliments everywhere because it's an original SS. It's an 88. So everything was all there, even in the interior. The interior is real clean. No holes, cuts, or nothing like that. I would say the floor needs to be fixed a little bit right there, pulled in, but I'm gonna replace the carpet. This door was all there. It's always been there. That door, that top half of that door panel was in the trunk. Other than that, this car is clean. It's clean. You know, it's dirty right now because I haven't vacuumed it, which I'm gonna do that later on. And they probably took their steering wheel out of there or whatever. But we got the steering wheel, the matching billet steering wheel, so you know, where the rims or whatever the case is. But I think overall, I didn't have to do nothing under the hood because it has Corvette swap. It originally had a 305 in it, I believe it had, and it got a Corvette swap for a 350 Corvette engine in it. So the front hood emblem is what I need to get put on. I got that put away in a safe spot. Dub rims is what I got on there, and they 255, 25 feet on 24, 95 wide XL. What I did to get these put on there, I obviously had to put spacers because I wasn't able to put the cap on because it was too tucked in, which I'm glad that they put the right spacer on there because without the spacer, I wouldn't have been able to put this cap on there and the rim would have been tucked in the fender. And I like how flush it is, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't nothing difficult. I did not have to get no lift. I didn't have to cut it. You know, I ain't have to do no cut. See that right there? I ain't have to do no cut. I ain't cut none of it. You don't see none of this cut. You might have to trim or sand it a little bit, but you don't have to cut your car. I don't want to cut my car at all. You know what I'm saying? The front wheel was the only issue, and I ain't gonna lie, it is scrubbing. It is scrubbing. So I'm gonna figure that out. But we about to get the QA1 coil over and the suspension switched out. About to switch these out, obviously, because they're the original old ones, but they still do what they're supposed to do. It holds the condition, but the back didn't have no problems at all. I ain't had to get no frame notch. You see how much space I got back there. I got at least a thumb's worth of space in there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't have to cut it over there, so it was a real good clean install. It was a real good clean install. I took it to go get it painted. It was in a paint shop for about 3 weeks. It hasn't been cut or buffed, so it's just in this fresh stage. I just got it back probably about a week ago, whatever the case is. But this is a fresh build. That's why I'm telling y'all, this is a fresh build. Go to my other videos on my page and you'll see that I bought it in April. I was just having fun driving it in the summer, acting bad in it, in the process of just, you know, putting money away because I was ready to flip it. But we got it done at a good, decent time. It's September now. It's car show Saturday. I'm gonna bring it to the car show Saturday. I'll say maybe I invested a little bit over 10,000 in it. The rims and the steering wheel and the paint. You know what I'm saying? The paint was the most expensive part. Getting it painted. The rims with the tires was, you know, expensive as well, with the steering wheel. But getting it put on there too was, you know, this shit costs money, you know, and everybody can't do it in a week. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't build a car in a month. I built this car in a month. I bought it in April. I bought the rims, and I ain't do nothing else. I bought the rims in July because I just been doing a lot of traveling. Bought the rims and the steering wheel in July, and then I took it to the paint shop in August. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy the rims first. And painted it in August. And I recently just got it back, and now we just in the riding stage right now, man. But I just did this video real quick. My fault, I'm a little dizzy from walking around. I did this video real quick for anybody that had any questions on what it took to get this done. You know what I'm saying? So briefly, again, real quick summary. It was in its original state, black factory with the red stripes. Got it painted candy black, shiny, 24-inch rims, dubs, with the matching steering wheel, man. And it's just a real simple build. Just real simple and beautiful, man. Y'all got any more questions, comments? Leave comment, like, subscribe, man, to the channel, man.